King's Karate presents back stance. Back stance is required for orange belt. It's the second major stance you're going to learn, so it's very important to learn because it's in lots and lots of the forms, especially in Form 2, first form that uses it. So this is a good back stance. Now let's go into how we can get into one. Going from a front stance, you can do what's called the insta-back stance, which is to go from a front stance, you're lifting on the ball of your back foot, turning it out 90 degrees so that it's facing out to the side, and then setting it straight down. And then you want to put most of your weight on that back leg. So this would be a decent back stance. Some people have a more narrow back stance. This is still acceptable, but I prefer to have a slightly wider back stance. This is still a back defensive stance, so about 70% of your weight is going to be on your back leg and 30% or so on your front leg. So you still have your leverage in a kind of a defensive back posture. But you are not leaning back. A lot of people tend to think that from the side view that a back stance is leaning back. Not the case. You want to make sure that in any of the stances that we do, depending on where your legs are, you want to sit above them the proper way, and then anything from your hips and your back and your shoulders and your neck is all in a relaxed, upright posture as if you were standing up straight and properly. So I've still got most of my weight on my back foot. I've got my front foot facing forward, back foot facing out to the side, and everything from my hips up is relaxed and in an upright manner. So this would be a good back stance. It does not specify where your hand position is. So you could be in a back stance with your hands up on guard, with a low block, with any number of blocks or techniques, but you want to make sure that your weight distribution is the right distribution on both legs, and that you're in a back defensive stance. This is really important to go from back stance to front stance. It's a really important transition with your hips, so make sure that you learn that one with supervision of a red or black belt as well. Back stance is very, very important, can be very powerful, very useful. Make sure you learn this one and learn it really well, all the little intricate details on it. Don't just indicate a back stance. Make sure you know all the ins and outs.